Thank you for joining us this evening, CSU in Fort Collins. I'm Kay Bennett.
And I'm Baylee Lakey. Election 2015 was last night, and Colorado voters made some pretty interesting decisions. They passed Proposition BB, a ballot issue that will allow the state of Colorado to retain the excess tax money they received through marijuana sales. Fort Collins voters also passed Issue 2B, an initiative that will allow the city of Fort Collins to provide its own high-speed internet services like they do with water and electricity. The most interesting story of the evening was Jefferson County's recall of 3 conservative school board members. These particular members caused controversy when they tried to change AP history coursework.
In a new study, Colorado has given up its title as the skinniest state in the country. The study conducted by Wallethub analyzed both obesity and overweight prevalence in the states. They found that Hawaii is now the skinniest state in the country, with Colorado in number 2 ranking. This is the first time in a decade that Colorado has been beaten for the title. Our high ranking is owed to our hiking and biking availability.
The end of fall semester brings changing leaves, warm sweaters, and anticipation for the Christmas season. However, it also brings about registration stresses for spring semester classes.
In the mix of all the fall semester chaos, students have to stop and plan ahead to register for the upcoming spring semester.
It'll start here next week into the following week, and registration dates and times are based on how many credits a student has. So seniors will get to register first, so they started towards the end of October, and then juniors, sophomores, freshmen. So freshmen are kind of at the end of the registration time.
For freshman students going into their first spring semester, all of the possible decisions and the process of registration can seem daunting.
It's been really overwhelming, yeah, because I don't know what I want to do, and there are just so many options on classes to take, so.
While registration does seem stressful at times, one CSU student provides advice and encourages freshmen to not worry too much.
It's not as stressful as they make it sound. It's not that bad. Classes are just classes. I mean, it'll all work out definitely. Waitlisting definitely, I feel like, helps a lot and helps take stress off. Like, typically it works out.
The registration process for classes is quite simple. After accessing RamWeb, all students have to do is enter their advising code, click the registration link, and then type in the course code numbers for the classes they want. The easiest way to avoid stress is by being prepared. CSU academic advisors are the main source of help to get a set plan.
Don't be afraid to ask questions, and that's again what your advisor and academic support coordinator is for. We're here to help you and get the courses that you need to graduate. That's our goal, and we want to see you succeed. So don't be afraid to reach out, and if you feel like, oh my gosh, I don't know what's going on, always ask questions. If you don't know who your advisor is, contact your major department, or if you're undeclared, contact the undeclared office, which is CASA. There's always somebody to ask, and so you're not going in this blindly or alone. So don't be afraid to ask questions, make an appointment early, and come prepared for the appointment.
To make an advising appointment, just call the main office of your respective college, and they can help you from there.
One CSU professor is featured in the National Geographic magazine this month for his discoveries in Honduras. Archaeologist Christopher Fisher was part of a small team that discovered the ancient city of the Jaguar and Valley of the Fortress. On the 11th day expedition, they found 52 items in all, ranging from pottery to animal sculptures.
In national news, the Black Youth Project at the Study of Race, Politics, and Culture at the University of Chicago released a new report today to the Associated Press. The Black Millennials in America report shows that more than half of African-American millennials indicate they or someone they knew was victimized by violence or harassment from law enforcement years before the high-profile deaths of Trayvon Martin, Michael Brown, and Freddie Gray. The Associated Press also says it shows that Black millennials are the most pessimistic about the American legal system. However, they are also the most optimistic about bringing change through politics.
Honda says it will stop buying Takata airbags today after the U.S. government fined the Takata Corporation $70 million on Tuesday for concealing evidence for years that their airbags explode with gruesome consequences. Honda is already buying more airbags from Takata rivals. It has not been determined if this will be the company's downfall, but 38% of Takata sales are from airbags, and their shares fell around 20% in Tokyo today.
Colorado State University has responded to a controversial article published by the Collegian. The article claims that CSU's Todos Santos Center takes water from small Mexican towns that have a scarce water supply. CSU's response stated that the Collegian article lacked perspectives and failed to portray the situation in a truthful and fair manner. CSU has also responded saying they are working with members of these communities to help solve the problems of water scarcity. We'll keep you updated in the future on this story.
Madison Sloan is up next with your weekly weather forecast.
We'll be right back.
Morning, Gary. We are GetSchooled.com. You want a college education, don't you?
You know you do.
That's why we're here. We're free and here to guide you through every step of the way, starting with attendance. Gary, financial aid forms. Picking a college, man. You and us. We go together like tacos and Tuesday.
And I love tacos. Go to GetSchooled.com.
Me and my boy Matt had it good. He had catnip that was off the hook. But one day, he brings a girl home, and she's allergic to cats. Every sneeze was a nail in my coffin. Now I'm in a shelter. It's decent, but they don't even have Wi-Fi.
Welcome back. I'm Madison Sloan with your weather forecast this evening. Right now we're at 43 degrees with showers. There's a wind out of the northwest about 8 miles per hour that will cool us off into this evening. As we take a look, 10 p.m. it will be breezy, but that storm will let up. We'll hit 32 degrees at midnight. We will hit our low of 31 with that cloud cover. Let's take a look at those lows all over Colorado tonight. Across the eastern plains, Sterling at 34, Lyman at 32 with a winter storm warning, as well as Fort Collins at 31. We do have a winter advisory out for Larimer County. Down the I-25 corridor, 32 in Denver, 34 in Colorado Springs. Across the western slope, 24 in Vail, another winter advisory warning, 25 in Craig, and 35 in Grand Junction. Tomorrow when you head out the door at 8 a.m., there will be rain showers, about 33 degrees, so you will want a light jacket. As we move towards noon, 42 degrees with rain showers, but around 4 p.m. the rain showers will let up, but we still will be cloudy at 43 degrees. We won't hit our high until about 6 p.m. tomorrow, which will be about 46 degrees up in Fort Collins, down the I-25 corridor, 47 in Colorado Springs, a nice warm 57 in Pueblo. Across the eastern plains, 47 up in Sterling, 46 down in Lyman. Across the western slope, Vail 35 and Craig 41. Looking ahead at our 7-day forecast, up into the weekend, on to Friday, we will have cloud and rain cover for the rest of the weekend until Saturday. We will warm up into the beginning of the week in the upper 50s. However, looking into your Tuesday, there is going to be a slight chance for snow. So if you want to get out there and enjoy that warm weather, the border war is happening this weekend. More on that with Brett and Olivia up next with sports.
Sure, I look cute now, but when my owner lost his job, it was rough. I was living on the street, and one night, me and this Cocker Spaniel got into it so bad, I wound up looking like an ice cream cone. I cried a little bit, but thankfully I got rescued, so I'm running, I'm jumping, all back to my old self, and I'm ready to give unconditional love, even if you put a lampshade on my head.
Welcome back. This is your CSU Sports Fast Five, and I'm Olivia Landis.
And I'm Brett Kennedy.
The then number 18 ranked Colorado State women's volleyball team dominated another win this past Saturday against Nevada, improving their record to 12-0 in the Mountain West. The undefeated Rams have now racked in 13 straight wins and have not lost since they traveled to Texas and came up short against Texas A&M in September. The 13-game winning streak is the 6th longest in the nation. Well over half of the wins in league play come from sweeps, making the Rams one of only few teams in the NCAA with 10 sweeps in conference play. To add some more sugar to the pot, Colorado State has won 54 of its last 56 Mountain West matches. The Rams now come in ranked 15th in the nation in the ABCA Division I coaches poll, making that the cherry on top. Colorado State now hits the road to take on Air Force this Thursday and New Mexico on Saturday.
The Colorado State Rams football team is coming off a huge 41-17 loss to San Diego State this past weekend. The Rams head up north to Laramie this weekend to take on Wyoming. The team will try to bring home the Bronze Boot Trophy to Fort Collins for the third year in a row. At 3-5, CSU still has a shot of making it into a bowl game this year with only 4 games left to play. Liv, coming off a loss as badly as the one we just saw on Saturday, do you think this team makes it into a bowl game for the third year in a row?
Well, Brett, you know, as tough as this year has been for the Rams, I do think that it's going to be possible for them to make a bowl game, considering they only need 6 wins. And Wyoming, I don't think is going to be too tough. I think the only tough game remaining on the schedule might be UNLV and possibly New Mexico as well. But I think if they stay consistent, then I think they do have a chance to make a bowl game.
I agree with you there. UNLV is one of those nail biter games, and it's a shame because that's the last home game of the year. So we don't want CSU to win or to lose that one. I definitely see them beating Wyoming and Fresno State and probably New Mexico, and I see us making it into a bowl. So
I would agree with that one.
I have to agree with you with that one. But here's what Mike Bobo had to say about his team and their accountability.
Executed in practice and talked about accountability and, you know, playing for one another and playing hard is one thing, but also is playing for one another is being accountable and doing your job. And that runs full circle, coaches and players, not just players.
Basketball season is upon us. The Colorado State men's and women's basketball teams begin play this weekend, starting with the women's team playing an exhibition matchup at home against South Carolina Aiken. The men's team will play an exhibition game against CSU Pueblo at home on Saturday. The men's team is coming off a 27-7 season and lost stars J.J. Avila, Daniel Bejarano, and Stanton Kidd to graduation. It will look to players like Joe Deciman, Gian Clavel, and John Gillen to step up this season. The team is predicted to finish 7th in the Mountain West this season. The women's team is coming off a 23-8 season last year and lost key players Grit Ryder and A.J. Newton to graduation. But the team, now led by Ellen Neustrom, Elin Gustafsson, and Jamie Patrick, is predicted to win its 3rd straight Mountain West regular season title. Liv, how do you think these teams will fare this season, starting with the men's team?
Well, Brett, with the men's team, I don't think they're going to do as good this year as they did last year. I think they're still going to rack up 20-some wins, but losing players like J.J. Avila, Daniel Bejarano, and Stanton Kidd, that's absolutely huge to that team. So they're going to have a lot of players step up this year, like maybe Joe Deciman. But as for the women's team, I do think that they will have another successful season, hopefully winning a 3rd Mountain West title. Although they did lose 2 seniors, they have a lot of seniors this year, which is a lot of star power. So I think it's going to be a successful season for the women's team.
The women's team, I'm going to have to agree with you there. The women's team is stacked. Jamie Patrick, solid player. Elin Gustafsson, solid player. And Ellen Neustrom, solid player. That team is going to probably win its 3rd straight Mountain West championship. And for the men's team, I'm going to have to agree with you there. They're probably going to win a little bit more than 20 wins this year. They're going to win some games that they're not supposed to. I like the newcomers, Kamani Jackson, Amogbo, and then Jeremiah Page. Those guys are going to make some noise this year. Watch out for that men's team.
I'm excited for the season. Well, the Colorado State men's golf team slid 5 spots yesterday into 13th place at Day 2 of the Warrior Princeville Mackay Invitational in Princeville, Hawaii. 2 standout performances were seen from junior Jimmy McCloskey and redshirt freshman Kyler Dunkel, giving the Rams a promising outlook for today's final round. Round 3 began today with a tee time of 11:30. Scoring updates are available at www.golfstatresults.com. Entertainment anchor Molly Baltzer is up next with all your Fort Collins entertainment news.
Stay tuned.
Oh, look, a redhead. Staring contest. You still got it. I know.
Come alive with the forest.
The dad was cute.
You were looking right at us.
Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
Morning, Gary. We are GetSchooled.com. You want a college education, don't you?
You know you do.
That's why we're here. We're free and here to guide you through every step of the way, starting with attendance. Gary, financial aid forms. Picking a college, man. You and us. We go together like tacos and Tuesday.
And I love tacos. Go to getschool.com.
Welcome to your entertainment segment of CTV News. I'm Molly Baltzer. If you're looking for some fun this weekend, we've got you covered. This Friday, a new alternative queer-friendly bar is opening up in Fort Collins. Our Bar and Lounge is having its grand opening weekend starting this Friday at 7 p.m. The bar is located in Old Town on Laurel Street across from Chiba Hut. The opening festivities include drag queen performances, dance music, and drinks. Halloween is officially over, which means it's time to cuddle up, watch movies, and get ready for cold weather. Now, I know all students spend most of their time in class, at work, or studying, but we occasionally find time to chill out and watch some Netflix.
What is Netflix and chill? What is Netflix and chill?
It's what it says, Netflix and chill, nothing else, just hanging out.
Netflix and chill, oh. So that's kind of a code for like, yo, come over, let's...
Netflix and chill is an American tradition, started in 2014. Everyone does it nowadays, so all you need to know.
Oh man, Netflix is something you watch and chill is just slang for cool.
Netflix and chill is when you invite a friend over, maybe a friend you have intentions of dating,
Okay.
and then you grab a blanket and you lay down and watch a good movie.
Netflix and chill is where, oh no. Hanging out and watching Netflix.
Netflix is an online movie website, and chill is like sweet.
Well, I personally don't Netflix and chill.
It's literally Netflix and don't touch me.
What do you watch on Netflix?
How I Met Your Mother.
What do you watch on Netflix?
Maybe not a movie, you can watch a show, you know? It's always good to start a show because then you can invite them to Netflix and chill over again because you gotta watch more episodes.
What do you watch?
I watch Grey's Anatomy and I watch How to Get Away with Murder. Bob's Burgers, Rain is pretty good.
Flash is my favorite show. They just put Goosebumps on there too, so I watch Goosebumps, but that's about it.
I watch How I Met Your Mother, The Office.
And would you rather Netflix or would you rather study?
Netflix, but if I want to make money, I'd rather study.
There you go, great answer.
Clearly, students have some different ideas of what this Netflix and chill phrase really means. To me, it means avoid everything I need to do and binge watch 8 episodes of one TV series. Well, that does it for us this evening. Be sure to catch CTV News Monday through Thursday at 7 p.m. Good night, CSU in Fort Collins.
This is CSU TV 11 from Colorado State University, featuring university programs, student productions, and other community programming. Contact us via email, csutv11@colostate.edu, or call 970-491-6643. Thanks for watching.